Hey, welcome! Today, we're diving into something really cool in Portuguese grammar. It's this one little nuance that actually says a whole lot about our mindset, whether we're leaning towards hope or doubt.
I mean, come on, who hasn't? We all have those moments we wish had gone just a little bit differently. Well, in Portuguese, the way you say that, the actual grammar you pick, tells everyone whether you secretly think things could have gone right, or if you're already convinced they went wrong. It's fascinating.
So, here's what we've got on tap. We'll start with wishing on the past. Then we'll meet hope and doubt. After that, we'll see a tale of two tenses. Then it's your turn in scenarios. And we'll wrap it all up with the final word. Okay, first up, wishing on the past. So how exactly do Portuguese speakers look back on something that's totally done and dusted and still express hope or regret? Let's get into it.
So here's the absolute key to all of this. The grammar here isn't just about following rules. Nope, it's actually a window into your feelings in that exact moment. It's like grammar with a psychological twist that shows whether you're playing the part of the optimist or the pessimist.
All right, let's meet our two main players. Think of it like a friendly showdown between two totally different mindsets. On one side, we've got hope, always seeing a possibility. And on the other, we have doubt, always seeing a problem. First, representing Team Hope, we have the pretérito perfeito do conjuntivo. This is absolutely the optimist's tense. You use this when you're making a wish about the past, but deep down you feel like there's a pretty good shot it actually happened that way.
And in the other corner, for Team Doubt, we've got the pretérito mais perfeito do conjuntivo. This is the pessimist's go-to. It's for all those if-only moments, right? Where you're wishing for something, but you're pretty sure it didn't happen, and you're full of regret.
And yeah, putting them side by side like this really drives it home. The optimist tense is all about, hey, maybe it happened. But the pessimist's tense, that's more of a sigh. I wish it had, but. You can just feel the difference, can't you?
So the theory is cool and all, but let's see how this actually works in the real world. In this next part, A Tale of Two Tenses, we're going to see hope and doubt face off in a couple of everyday situations.
So picture this. You're waiting around with a couple of friends, João and Miguel. You're all wondering if another friend of yours managed to get to her appointment on time because she was running a little late.
João, our optimist, looks at his watch and says, I hope she tenha chegado on time. See that? He's using the optimist's tense because he's got a reason to be hopeful. He's thinking, hey, traffic's light right now. He sees a way it could have worked out. But then Miguel, the pessimist, jumps right in with, I wish she tivesse chegado on time. Did you catch the tense change? His brain immediately goes to the biggest problem. Parking is a nightmare. And that doubt completely changes the grammar he uses. And this just nails the whole idea, right? You've got João's hopeful tenha chegado right up against Miguel's doubtful tivesse chegado. It's the exact same situation, but their different outlooks create two totally different sentences.
Okay, let's try another one. You know that sinking feeling when you realize you've left something important, like your phone or your wallet, at a really crowded restaurant? What runs through your head?
Well, the optimist in you might think, oh, God willing, the waiter tenha visto it. And why the optimism? Because you remember, I think he was standing right near our table. There's a reason to believe things might be okay, so you grab that optimist's tense.
But the pessimist, their mind goes straight to the worst-case scenario. I wish the waiter tivesse visto it. And the reason for all that doubt? But it was so crowded in there. The crowd makes the chances feel slim, and the grammar shifts to match that pessimism. All right, you've seen how it works. Now it's your turn to play along. In this section, Scenarios, Your Call, I'm going to give you this situation, and you decide. Are you feeling hopeful or doubtful?
Okay, here's the deal. Your sister just finished her driving test. You helped her practice all week, and she was really getting the hang of it. You're feeling pretty good about her chances, so what do you say?
You'd probably go with the optimist tense, right? Oxalá lhe tenha corrido bem. Your reason for hope, all that practice you did together, makes a good outcome feel totally possible. So your grammar reflects that confidence.
Okay, but let's flip the script. Same situation, driving test, but this time you know she was a complete bundle of nerves before she went in. You're worried she might have choked under the pressure. How does your wish change now?
Yep, exactly. That doubt starts to creep in, and you switch right over to the pessimist's tense. Tomara que ela tivesse passado. That one new piece of information, her nerves, suddenly lowers the odds in your mind, and your grammar changes right along with it.
You're getting the hang of this. Let's bring it all home in our last section, the final word, and nail down the biggest takeaway from all this.
So, here's the bottom line. It's all about your perspective. If you're feeling hopeful and you think there's a real chance things went well, you're going to use the pretérito perfeito. Just think tenha. But if you're feeling doubtful, full of regret, and think the chances are slim, you'll use the pretérito mais que perfeito. Just think tivesse. It's all about listening for those clues that tell you how the speaker really feels.
And that leaves us with a really interesting thought, doesn't it? Language is like a mirror. It doesn't just describe what's happening out there, it reflects what's happening inside us. So the next time you're speaking Portuguese and making a wish about the past, just stop for a second and ask yourself, what does your grammar say about you?